Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we will solve exercises on fraud, internal control, and cash. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel to search for accounting lessons and hit the notification bell button to alert you for the latest video. For all of your questions, comments, and suggestions, please put them in the comment section below. And for webinar and guest speaker invites, please send me a message at accountingamir@gmail.com. Accounting is AK. We hope that this video helps students in their academic development and teachers in enhancing their lesson plans and teaching methodologies. So let us look into the first exercise. The following reconciling items are applicable to the bank reconciliation for Graz company. Indicate how each item should be shown on a bank reconciliation. So outstanding checks, they are going to be deducted from the cash balance per book. Bank debit memorandum for service charges, they should be deducted from the cash balance per books. Then bank credit memorandum for collecting a note for the depositor. So in this case, it has to be added to the cash balance per books. Then deposit in transit are added to cash balance per bank. Now using the data above indicate the items that will result in an adjustment to the depositor's record. Now, if you look into the first one, the reconciling items as per the books, that is item number B and item number C, will require adjustments on the above on the books of the depositor. Then why the other items do not require adjustment? So other items or the other reconciling items, these are the deposits in transit and the outstanding check. They do not require adjustments because they have already been recorded on the depositor's book. Okay, at July 31st, Sisler company has the bank information. This bank information, we have cash balance, outstanding checks, deposits in transit, and a bank service charge of 40. Determine the adjusted cash balance as per the bank. So cash balance as per the bank is 7,291. To this, we are going to add the deposits in transit, that is 1350. So the total is 8641. And from this, we are going to subtract the outstanding checks of 762. So that is 7,879. Okay. In the month of November, Hasbrook Company Incorporation wrote checks in the amount of 9,750. In December, checks in the amount of 11,762 were written. In November, 8,800 of these checks were presented to the bank for payments and 10,889 in December. So what is the amount of outstanding checks at the end of November and at the end of December? So if we look at the checks that are written in the month of November are 9,750. From this, we are going to subtract the checks that are paid by the bank in November, and they have paid 8,800. So we are going to subtract, that makes 950. To this, we are going to add up the checks written in the month of December, that is 11,762. And from this we are going to subtract the checks that are paid in December, that is 10,889. So the result is the outstanding checks at the end of December is 1,823. Okay. Leon Hosner owns Leon Blankets. Leon asks you to explain how he should treat the following reconciling items when reconciling the bank's bank accounts. So outstanding checks, they have to be deducted from the balance as per the bank. A deposit in transit has to be added to the balance per bank. The bank charged to our account a check written by another company. So this has to be added to balance per bank and notify the bank of its errors. A bank memorandum for a bank service charge. So it has to be deducted from the balance per books. Okay. Tasha Orin is unable to reconcile the bank balance at January 31st. Tasha reconciliation is shown here. So what is the proper adjustment balance per bank? So the balance per bank, so cash balance as per the bank statement is 3,677.20. So that is 3677.20. To this we are going to add the deposits in transit, that is 590. So the total will be 4,267.2, and from this we are going to subtract the outstanding checks, and the outstanding checks are for how much? What they are outstanding is 770. So that is 3,497.2. Okay. Then what is the proper adjustment cash balance per books? So when it is per books, we have the amount as per the cash balance per books, that is 3,000. 3,975.20. Then we are going to subtract the not sufficient fund, that is 450, and the bank service charges of 28. So the total to be deducted is 478, and the balance will be 3,497.20, and you can see that they are the same. Then prepare the adjusting journal entries necessary to determine the adjusted cash balance per book. So obviously accounts receivable will be debit by 450 and cash will be credited by 450, and then there is a miscellaneous expense of 28 and cash will be credited by 28. Okay, at April 30, the bank reconciliation of Sylvester Company shows 3 outstanding checks. Check number 254 for 650, number 255 for 700, 257 for 410. The May bank statement and the May cash payment journal are given here. So we have the cash payments and we have the bank statement checks paid. So using the reconciliation procedure, list the outstanding checks at May 31st. So if you look at the cash payments that are done there in the cash payment journal checks issued, we can see that we have what do we have? We don't have here 200, and check number 255 is missing. So the amount of 255 is missing and the amount is 700 for that. check number is 255. Then we can see that we have 261 for 500, and it is not shown over here in the bank statement, so this is also outstanding. 500, that is check number 261, and you can see 264 also is not being displayed here, so that is 360, 264. So the amount is 1560. Okay. Now Live company has these cash balances: cash in bank, payroll bank account 6,000, and plant expansion fund cash 25,000. Explain how each balance should be reported on the balance sheet. So Live company should report cash in bank and payroll bank account as current assets. A plant expansion fund cash should be reported as restricted cash, a non-current asset, assuming the fund is not expected to be used during the year. Okay, a new accountant at Netzlaff Incorporation is trying to identify which of the amounts shown on page number 77. Okay, you can ignore this part. Should be reported, which of these amounts should be reported as the current asset, cash and cash equivalent in the year end balance as of April 30, 2012. So when we talk about cash and cash equivalent, so let us, so 60 of currency and coin in a log box. So obviously this is cash and cash equivalent, that is 60, number 1. Then a 10,000 US Treasury bill, that is also cash and cash equivalent of 10,000, that is number 2. Then number 3, 260 of April dated check that Nesrol has received from customer but not yet deposited. So this is also cash and cash equivalent, 260. Then number 4, 85 check received from a customer in payment of its April account but post dated to May 1st. So we are not going to include this. This is post dated. Then 2,500 in a company's checking account. So this is again a cash and cash equivalent, 2,500. And then number 6, 4,800 in a saving account. This is also cash and cash equivalent, 4,800. So, and then number 7, 75 of prepaid postage in its postage meter, a 20, this is prepaid, a 25 IOU from the company receptionist. So obviously these two are not going to be included, and the total will be 17,620. So cash and cash equivalent are 17,720. In what accounts and in what financial statements should the items not included in cash and cash equivalent be reported? So what we have not reported is number 4, number 7 and number 8. So if you look at number 4, this is a post dated check. So obviously post dated check will be recorded as accounts receivable in the balance sheet. 75 of prepaid postage in its postage meter. So prepaid postage, this is a prepaid postage expense. This will be shown in the balance sheet, and this will be all, this is maybe a postage expense, and then it will be shown in the income statement. Then IOU from the company receptionist, this is an accounts receivable, and accounts receivable are going to be recorded in the balance sheet. Now on March 20, Palace's petty cash fund of 100 is replenished when the fund contain 19. That means the balance will be amount that has been spent is 100 minus 19, that is 81. In cash, and these are the expenses they have incurred. Postage is 40, supplies is 26, and travel expenses are 15. So the total amount is 81. So that is the journal entry to record the replenishment of the petty cash. So this completes the fourth video on fraud, internal control and cash. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation, and if you found value in this video, then please like, subscribe and share my channel and hit the notification bell button to alert you for the latest video. For webinar and guest speaker invites, please send me a message at accountingamir@gmail.com. Remember, effective questioning brings insight, which fuels curiosity, which cultivates wisdom. If you have any question or any suggestion regarding this session, then please put them in the comment box below or by email, and inshallah I will reply you back. Thank you so much and happy learning.